This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Butler Machinery, Ed's Marine, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Haley's Hope, Hurley's Religious Goods, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Northern Improvement, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, SANFORD, Shields, Taxman, TCI Insurance, and Wolf Steel Construction.
Hello and welcome to McCormick Gymnasium on the campus of Shanley High School for a North Dakota High School basketball matchup between the Valley City Highliners and the Shanley Deacons. I'm Brandon Altringer alongside my partner Joe Cava. In just a few minutes we're going to break this down and actually get into the game itself, but before that we're going to send it to a message from our Deacon partners.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Butler Machinery, Ed's Marine, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Haley's Hope, Hurley's Religious Goods, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Northern Improvement, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, SANFORD, Shields, Taxman, TCI Insurance, and Wolf Steel Construction.
Again, welcome back. My name is Brandon Altringer, joined alongside my partner Joe Cava, and we are ready for Valley City versus Shanley on Shanley TV. And we have two very talented teams in Valley City coming into this game at 4-3 in EDC play, and Shanley coming at 6-2, just a few points higher than them coming into this game tonight. Two very talented teams with key individuals on both teams. And Joe, who are kind of your key players to watch for each team?
My key players tonight are for the Valley City Highliners, Jaden Dieterle. She's very versatile on both sides of the court. She's leading the team in assists and points, so she's definitely a player to watch for Valley City. And then for the Deacons, I have Hadley Huber. She's coming off a foot injury, but she's definitely going to be making a difference in the game tonight.
Yeah, very good players for both teams there, and I couldn't agree with you more. Hadley Huber is going to make a very big impact, as well as Jaden Dieterle on the other side for Valley City. And before we get underway here, we do have some starting lineups for you. Valley City is going to go with Hatcher, Peterson, Dieterle, Egermont, and Neske. Facing up against them for Shanley will be Huber, Mattern, Payne, Manuel, and Hakim. So we're just a few moments away here as each team is in their huddle and coaches are getting the last few words in before we tip it off and get underway here on Shanley TV. Joe, any final words, or are you just ready to get going?
Yeah, I'm just excited to watch this great matchup tonight.
It's going to be a great game here, folks. On this brisk Thursday evening from Fargo, North Dakota. It's definitely a cold one out there, Joe.
Yeah, it's definitely a little chilly out there tonight. So
glad we're inside and not outside, as both teams are ready to get underway. And it looks like we are going to have Payne jumping for the Deacons. Facing up against her from Valley City will be 10 Peterson. And as we get the go-ahead here from the ref, he'll toss the ball up, and we're going to be underway here from Fargo Shanley for girls basketball. Neske in the corner, stolen right away by Payne, who throws it right off of her teammate's face. Manuel definitely probably not happy about that one, but nevertheless, Valley City ball. Tough defense from Shanley down low. Struggling to find the pass, finds an open Peterson down low. Off a nice pass from Neske. That's going to be 2 points for Valley City early. Looks like Valley City is going to play a zone defense, maybe a 3-2 or a 1-2-2. Hakim driving down low, gets the foul call and the basket. Will head to the line for the 3-point play. And how big is it? Important, I should say, to get your key players going early so they have that confidence going later in the game.
It's super important. Like Hakim, if you get her going right away, it's going to be a long night for the Highliners. She's just got the height and the athleticism down low, so they're definitely going to have to figure out how to stop her tonight.
As she is able to convert the 3-point play, putting the Deacons up by 1, giving them then their first lead. Deacons going to apply some pressure here with a 3-2 zone. Not going to make it easier for Valley City, but Dieterle gets an open 3-point attempt, not able to get it to go. Rebound comes down to Valley City, as Hakim is not able to control the ball. You know, that's one thing Hakim has struggled with, rebounding the ball, and if she's able to do that, Deacons have the chance to blow it out with the high-caliber offense they have. Manuel up to Huber, finds Hakim down low. Definitely looks like they're going to give it to her, but again, we see another turnover by Hakim.
Exactly. They just got to take care of the ball when they get it down into Shanley's zone.
Tough defense by Shanley. Not making it easy for Valley City to get it across, but they are able to do so. Peterson in front of Shanley bench, kicks it up to Hatcher. Hatcher over to Neski. Looks like she wanted the three, but it's not going to take it. Looks like that's going to be Peterson with the three, and the rebound does come to Hakim this time, and she is able to control the ball. Payne to Mattern. Nice pass into Hakim. Just able to get by her defender and gets swatted out of bounds. Looks like that was either going to be Egermont or Neski, but it will stay with the Deacons. Mattern, nice pump fake, drives by. Neski gets the foul called, but not able to convert. But she will be sent to the line for 2 free throws. Looks like that foul will be called on Neski. First personal, second team foul. Mattern's first attempt from the charity stripe is up and perfect. Second attempt from Mattern on the way now. Up, rattles in and out, no good, with rebound coming down to Valley City. Deacons picking up in their full court pressure. Manuel almost forces a turnover. Looks like Huber is going to get that turnover. Let it go. That's going to be Payne to Manuel with a nice 2-point basket, extending the lead out to 4 for the Deacons.
That's going to be huge tonight if they can keep that pressure on Valley City like they're doing right now.
Absolutely. Defense wins championships is what they say. So we'll see. Whoever plays better defense most likely going to come away with the win tonight. Tipped pass there, and Mattern able to come with the steal. Quick outlet pass to Payne. Not able to control it as Neski comes away with the ball. Hatcher right back to Dieterle. Long 2-point shot. Not good as well. Definitely going to have to keep an eye on her, though. She is one of their better players, like Joe said. Definitely going to have to keep an eye and see if she's able to get going for Valley City. Payne drives right. Pass out to Huber. Back to Payne. Mattern open. Almost loses the ball, as I think she was thinking drive, not receive the ball first. We are going to have a jump ball on the play. It is going to stay with the Deacons, as Valley City did win the tip. Payne into Mattern, right back to Payne. Open three, gonna take it and gonna cash it in for the 3 points.
They're definitely gonna have to get out on her tonight. She is deadly from the 3-point line, so they're gonna have to figure that one out.
Absolutely. Started a little shaky this year, but kind of found her groove and is now making those shots left and right. So we'll see if that continues for the Deacons. Rebound right into Hatcher. Gets the 2-point basket to goal, cutting the deficit to 5. Huber now with the ball. Double teamed. Finds an open Mattern right down to Hakim. Not able to get it to go as Hatcher now comes down with the rebound. No, that's exactly what Valley City needs to do if they're going to want to break the press, as we do have a foul called on the play. Looks like that will send, who's that going to be? I think that's going to be Peterson at the line for 2 shots. That foul is going to be on 31. Hakim, first personal and first foul on the Deacons. First shot, up and good. And Joe, how important is it, being a former basketball player, both of us, how important is it to make those free throws and make them often and early?
It's super important, especially just that 1 point adds up at the end of the game. And, I mean, it's a game of just point, it's super, yeah.
Big game here of points, as well as boosting that confidence, making those free throws. Gives them a lot of confidence seeing that ball go through the hoop as she's able to cash in on both of those. Huber over to Manuel. Manuel to Huber. Payne, 2-point right inside the free throw line. Not able to get it to go as the ball is battled around here a little bit. Payne comes away with it. Nope. Yep, she is going to come away with it, excuse me. Finds an open Huber 4-3, making her presence known early coming off that injury. We'll see if that helps the Deacons here tonight. Dieterle with the ball, gives it right back. Looks like that's going to be a newly checked in player in Matthias. Egermont with the finish after a nice pass from Peterson. 4-point lead for the Deacons with about 13:30 remaining in the first half. Huber with the ball, leading the Deacons offense, finds a cutting manual. Bounce pass to Hakim, and yet another turnover by Hakim. You know, she's been struggling with that a little bit in the past couple games, so we'll see if she's able to control herself, get some confidence back in her, and help the Deacons get that victory.
Yeah, Shanley just needs to start finding the spots and the zones. Like right now, they're kind of just they're forcing it a little too much. They just need to take a step back, calm down, and find the open spots.
Absolutely, as it is going to be a turnover and Deacons ball as Dabbert checks in for Hakim. Pass to Huber, setting up the offense. Calling out a play, getting people in the right position. Nice pass there, but again, Deacons not able to control it. That's a couple now that have been battled around and out of bounds over to Valley City.
It seems like the ball might be a little slippery out there tonight.
Might have a slick ball on the floor. We'll have to see if that plays a role later in the game. No, I always hated, I should not say hated, but I didn't like playing with that slick ball.
Exactly, your hands are all sweaty. You just can't get a good control on it. But
we'll see if Deacons are able to bounce back and able to control the ball. Out of bounds, but it will stay with Valley City. You know, one thing we can mention here that we have a little bit of break is Dieterle 14 has a sister who played at Valley City last year in Taryn Dieterle, and she was one of their best players, averaging most points for their team. So we'll see if a little bit of experience in her sister's playing for Dieterle helps her here tonight, as she played quite a few minutes last year. So we'll see if that helps her as well. Huber setting up the offense after the Valley City turnover. Finding that soft spot in the zone is Mattern, but almost gets it stolen. Huber pump fake, drives for the two-point basket. Host of Valley City there. It looks like the Highliners are going to come down with the rebound. Manuel guarding Dieterle. Dieterle gets it up to Matthias, and it's going to go the other way. A little slippery trick on the Highliners now, so it will be Deacons basketball. You know, a lot of people might think it's slippery, but some people think it's probably just the nerves. So we'll see if they're able to control their nerves and bounce back after a couple turnovers for both teams. Huber, Manuel, quick pass out to Dabbert. Payne with another open three-point attempt, and she is perfect, extending the lead out to 7 for the Deacons.
That's great ball movement by Shanley. If they can keep that up all night, it's going to be a long night for the Highliners. Just moving the ball like that, it's good basketball.
Absolutely, as we are going to have a travel there. Sparking a little bit of a Deacons run here, as it looks like it's going to be Emily Shrema checking in for Lydia Mattern. Shrema's first appearance of the evening. Huber walking the ball up the floor. Picks it up early, finds Dabbert to pass to. Dabbert swings over to Payne. Has the hot hand right now, so does Huber. And she makes another one. I'll take a little bit of credit there as I gave her a little bit of luck. But that's going to extend the lead out to 10 for the Deacons. Quick outlet pass there to Egermont. Down low to Peterson. Gets the two-point basket to go. Finally gets Highlanders back on the scoring route as they were a little dry from the field there. Dabbert up to Huber. Has an open Payne in the corner, but nice pass down to Schramer. Gets it right back in between the legs of Huber, as that was going to be a tough pass to cradle by Huber. So it will be a turnover, and it will head back over to the Highliners, as we do have another player for Valley City checking in. That's going to be number 22, Deagle. Deacons in a 1-3-1 zone now. Very versatile on defense with quite a few players that can switch it up at different positions. So watch out for a number of different defenses that the Deacons will run. Huber right to Payne in front of the Valley City bench. Back to Huber up top. Quick pass to Schraman. She's going to get that rejected right back into her face after a block by Egermont. We are going to have a foul after the turnover. I should say the block there. I believe that's going to be on Riley Payne, her first personal, second on the Deacons.
Yeah, those are the fouls my coach used to always tell me you don't need. Just get back on defense, settle down, and get a turnover on the other end. Just none of those cheap fouls on that side of the ball.
Absolutely. Don't want to waste a foul on a play like that, as they might foul out. It might be key later in the game. Long two-point shot there by Egermont. No good as it hits the back of the rebound, or back of the rim, I should say. Drive by Dieterle, gets that rejected as well. Deacons with a little bit of a fast break opportunity. almost stolen there, but Huber able to cradle it for the Deacons. Payne down low to Shrema. Nice cut there by Shrema, and a nice finish, extending the lead. Back out to 10 for Shanley. Dieterle setting up the offense. Down in the corner for Egremont, drives in, almost travels. Looks like the ref is going to call her for a travel, so it will be a turnover for Valley City. Checking in the game for the Deacons will be Hodel, her first appearance as well on the evening, and for Valley City, 23, Haley Thorson, her first appearance as well. Payne right into Hodel, back out to Payne. Hodel driving right. Trapped there a little bit as Valley City's playing some nice defense on this possession. Mattern driving right, finds an open Payne, has the hot hand, gets another one to go, and that's 3 early for Payne, and she has 9 points.
She's feeling it tonight.
And if she's feeling it, the other team better watch out is what I've heard, because when she's hot, she's hot. Deal down low for Thorson. Thorson back, Dieterle, nice pass into the corner to Matthias. Just long as it is gonna miss everything with the rebound coming down to the Deacons. Just about 9 minutes left in the first half. Dabbert with an open three-point attempt. Not able to get it to go, but Mattern with the rebound. Looks like we do have a little skirmish on the floor for the ball. It will be Valley City ball after the jump ball. Checking back into the game for Payne is Huber. Doesn't look like there's going to be a minutes restriction on Huber. She's right back into the game coming off of that foot injury. And as we do have a break in the action here, we would like to mention that right at the end of the first half, we will be having our first segment of Senior Spotlight. So make sure to stay tuned for that as we will be interviewing Roman Shrema and Talon Hoffer of the Shanley boys basketball team. And Joe, if you're Coach Steve Jacobson of the Deacons, are you just telling your team to keep it on the gas pedal, keep on moving, passing the ball?
Yeah, I'm definitely telling my players, hey, we got to keep it up. I mean, there's still a lot of game left, but definitely on the defensive end, we got to get out to the corners. They're on their zone, they're getting a little lazy. Not too bad, but they just got to get out to the corners and make sure they're always got someone on the ball.
Absolutely, as they can put this game away kind of early with a 13-point lead.
Yeah, and then for Valley City, the coach just got to settle them down and just tell them, hey, play your kind of basketball.
Long three-point attempt there, and able to get it to go is 22 Deagle. Long three-point attempt. Not often you see that.
Yeah, that was deep. That was deep.
Very impressive there from Thorson as the deficit is cut to 10 for the Highliners. See if they can get a stop here and get another basket and spark a little scoring run as we have a turnover there. Dieterle coming away with the ball for the Highliners. Block shot there by Mattern. Looks like they are going to call out of bounds as it did hit Thorson on the way out. So it will be Deacons ball. Huber will be bringing the ball up the floor for the Deacons. Huber almost taking that three, decides wisely not to as a couple of Highliners were right in her face. Mattern drives right, gets away with the travel, and it looks like they are going to call her. She did take a few too many. I think you saw that one as well.
She just took one too many there. But
got to keep that pivot foot down. But nevertheless, it is going to be Highliners ball after the turnover. So Deacons back in that 1-3-1 zone. It looks like Hodel's going to be up top now, and Huber in the middle of that zone. Quick pass there to Dieterle. Going to fake it, drives right. Little two-point floater, not able to get it to go, with Hakim coming down with the rebound. Tipped pass there, out of bounds off of Valley City, so it will stay with the Deacons. The senior Hope Wilson checking in to the game for the first time tonight. Going to replace Hannah Hodel. Dabbert into Mattern. Drives, gets the shot up. Somehow not able to get to go as it hit quite a bit of the rim, with the rebound coming down to Valley City. Dieterle driving right past all the Deacon defenders. Finds a Hakim, and it looks like they're going to call out of bounds, I believe, over the backboard, so it will be Deacon's ball. Coach Jacobson telling his team what he wants on this possession. Wilson finds Mattern, gets a screen from Hakim, right? Little pick and roll, just a little too high on that touch pass, so it will be a turnover to Valley City. How important is it to limit those turnovers, as turnovers could really bite you and Valley City could go on a scoring run here very quickly?
Yeah, it's super important to limit your turnovers, you know. I mean, you don't want a lot of turnovers, and just to keep the ball in your possession for a good amount of the shot clock time. It really gives you a break on the defensive end.
And another ball out of bounds over the backboard, so it will be Deacons' ball. Wilson and Dabber going to the bench after Payne and Manuel checking in for the Deacons.
That's one thing about the Deacons. They have a deep bench. They can really pull from the end of the bench, so they always have fresh legs in the game.
Absolutely. It looks like Wilson came out of that game because she did have some blood on her face. So we'll have to see if she's going to come back soon or might be done for the half. Matter, nice two-point basket there with the drive on the right-hand side, extending the lead out to 12 for the Deacons.
Yeah, that was just a good drive there by Mattern, just putting her head down and getting to the rim.
That's kind of her bread and butter. Get that pump fake up, drive right or left, and finish at the rim. Pass over to Deagle into the corner for Mathias. Mathias, another three-point attempt, not able to connect with the rebound coming down to Manuel. Outlet pass to Mattern. And it won't be a turnover as the refs are going to call a foul on Valley City. A host of Valley City Highliners checking into the game. They're going to call that foul on Deagle of Valley City, so that's a third foul on the Highliners. Open, Huber down low, not able to get it to go though.
Those are the ones you're going to want back.
Absolutely, as we are going to have a turnover, the Deacons are going to get it right back. So very fortunate after the missed layup. Huber open again, finds an open Payne right after she inbounds it. Nice play there by the Deacons, giving them their largest lead of the game at 14 points. Tip pass there by Huber. Going up to the right-handed layup. Looks like she is going to get fouled on the play after a late whistle. But it is going to be a foul on the Highliners, sending Huber to the line for two shots. They're going to call that on Samantha Hatcher, her first personal, fourth team foul. First one is perfect. Another thing to point out is it seems like every time we're broadcasting a game on Shanley TV, with about 6 minutes left in the first half, it seems like someone's in the bonus, but so far, pretty clean game by both teams as Huber rattles in the second free throw.
Yeah, it's been very clean. They've been playing good defense and just not getting those cheap fouls.
Dieterle bringing the ball up the floor for the Highlanders, not having to rest this game, but almost another turnover there by Huber. Valley City struggling to keep control of the ball on this possession. See if they're able to fix that up a little bit and get a good shot off with about 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Gonna have to hurry this one. Dieterle, open two-point shot, not able to get it to go. Not common, we see her missing a lot, but today struggling to get it going, so we'll have to see if in the second half she can kind of figure things out at halftime and get it going for her team. Payne, two-point shot. Just gonna be a little right, hit the rim and rattle off. Rebound to Valley City. Deacons now switching to a 2-3 zone. Looks like they are going to play a 1-3-1, just kind of flattened out on the downside. After an air ball there from Valley City, rebound comes down to Mattern. Mattern finds Emmanuel driving baseline. Looks like we are going to have a pushing foul on the play. It's going to be on 3, Hatcher. Her second foul. 5th team foul, so Deacons are not in the bonus yet, and there will be ball under their own hoop. Back into the game for Dieterle is 22, Deagle. Payne trying to find someone, finds Mattern, but not able to control it as she took her eye off the ball for a second and rolls right out of bounds. Valley City bringing the ball across the half line, trying to beat the 1-3-1 zone of Shanley. Finds an open Mathias, gives it to Deagle, who hit a one from out there earlier, but not able to get it to go, as we have a quick outlet pass from Hubert to Manuel. Setting up the offense for the Deacons is Huber. Gets a screen from Hakim. Little weave action there for the Deacons as Deagle shuts down Manuel. Good defense there by Deagle, making her presence known on the defensive end. Manuel drives baseline just a little too strong on that shot, but Hakim is able to get the 2-point basket after the rebound. Nice play by Hakim down low. Just under 4 minutes remaining from McCormick Gymnasium. Tipped pass there, and it is going to be another turnover, another steal by Huber.
Huber's definitely been a presence on the top of that 2-3 zone tonight.
Making her presence known, coming off that injury with Hakim getting another basket. It looks like we are going to have a timeout by Valley City.
That's a good timeout by Valley City's coach, just to calm the players down, just get a different game plan going and just kind of settle everything down.
Sometimes that's all it takes to get your team clicking is a timeout, calm them down. As we see on the replay, Manuel with a nice right-handed layup. Again on the replay, we see Dieterle outlet pass to Deagle, who gets swatted right out of bounds by Mattern. And boy, some of those plays, getting swatted or making a nice steal, kind of get some energy back in your team. How important is it to make those big plays? Gets a lot of energy, right?
Yeah, it's super important. Just like those big plays and feeding off each other. Just like when you get a swat, congratulate your teammate and stuff like that. That's what gets you going and gets your team rolling. And Valley City just needs to get back to what they were doing at the beginning of the game there. They're pushing it ahead and just moving the ball real quick. They kind of shied away from that later in the first half here, but if they can get back to that, they definitely can get back in this game.
For sure, because at the start of the game, it looked like we were going to have a back-and-forth, really fast-paced game, but Valley City kind of slowing down, taking their time. I agree with you. I think they should be pushing the pace and trying to get those transition. I love that.
I'm in that pregame ritual. I just listen to my body and do what I need to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when did you start playing the game of basketball?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Wow, that's pretty early. What's your favorite memory or moment playing with Shanley?
For sure, state tournament sophomore year.
State tournament, yeah. Being one of those key contributors coming off the bench for the Deacons. What will you miss most about playing basketball for Shanley?
Probably just my brothers, honestly. Great group of guys, and I'm going to miss them.
Yeah, you guys really form a team and family down there. It's fun to watch. What advice would you give to those underclassmen who still have a couple years left?
Keep working hard. Trust the process, because in the long run, it'll all pay off.
It's a long process for sure. And final question, do you have any plans for next year, or are those still in the works?
Still in the works. I have no clue what I'm going to do yet, but
that's all right. You'll figure it out. Well, Talon, thank you for joining us. Now we're going to get the mic over to Roman Strema as we're going to ask him similar questions here. And Roman, thank you for joining us as well. So we're just going to keep it simple. Again, we're going to get to know you a little bit and then go over to the basketball-related questions. So what's your favorite food to start us out?
Favorite food I'd have to go with would probably be steak.
Steak? Okay, I had really good steak just saying at Texas Roadhouse. So that was really good. Favorite color?
Favorite color, I'd go with blue.
Blue? Okay. Same as Talon Hoffer there. Are you a Netflix kind of guy or Disney Plus?
I'm more of Netflix. I never got behind the whole Disney hype.
Same
Disney
here.
Plus hype.
Yep. Do you like staying in or going out and hanging with friends?
More staying in. Just kind of
staying in. I would agree with that as well. Nike or Under Armour?
Oh, I'd probably go with Nike.
Nike? That's same for me as well. Summer or winter? You like the lakes? You like the snow?
I like the lakes. Lakes are a lot better than
summer,
the snow.
Yep. So truth or dare? Are you going to pick truth or are you going to pick dare?
We'll go with truth.
Truth, I like that. So what is your pregame snack or ritual that you have?
Pre-game snack, usually I got 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I usually eat, and then some muffins that my mom makes for us.
Seems like peanut butter and jelly is the common answer. I can't complain about that. Those are pretty good snack choices. When did you start playing the game of basketball?
5th grade for our elementary team, and then it's just been continuing from there. So started off a little young. I mean, there's some of our teammates that started way younger, but I just picked it up in 5th grade because I was tall.
Yeah, pretty tall. One of the taller players on the floor at all times. What's your favorite moment or memory playing with Shanley?
Playing with Shanley, there's a lot of them. I do remember, probably one of my favorite ones was last year with Brandon Rosberg. All of his crazy celebrations that he would do on the bench, just everybody would be laughing and just be a really fun time. Yeah,
some of you folks might remember that at home, watching him on the bench. Try to get some of those highlights, but definitely a fun guy to watch on the bench. What will you miss most about playing for Shanley?
Being with all my teammates and coaches, it's just a really good family aspect that I'm just really going to miss.
Yeah, you guys definitely form a family down on the floor and in the locker room, all aspects of life. What advice would you give to an underclassman as an outgoing senior?
As an outgoing senior, work your tails off, do the best that you can, and then mistakes are going to happen. You just got to learn from them.
Absolutely. Mistakes will happen, and you will get over them eventually. It might take a while, but it will happen. And your plans for next year?
Minot State for basketball.
That's very exciting. Going to go play basketball for the Beavers there. One final question. You got a favorite nickname that people call you?
Yeah, this is a question from Owen. Owen likes to call me Pillsbury.
Pillsbury. Any reason why that is, or just kind of came up one day?
It's kind of an inside joke. He kind of thinks I'm soft because there's a little inside joke on that.
Okay. We'll keep it at that, folks. Don't go anywhere. Go grab your snacks or whatever. We got about 5 minutes until we have the second half of girls basketball live on Shanley TV. And as we come back from our halftime break, we would like to mention that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathleticClub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join. So sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon Athletics to a higher level. We'll end, Joe, as we come back from the halftime break, getting ready for second half. If you're Valley City, what are you trying to do? You got to be thinking about passing, getting that out in transition.
Yeah, if I'm Valley City, I'm definitely going to be telling my players, you got to push the tempo. We're down right now, so we got to pick up the speed a little bit, and then we got to be solid on defense. We have to stop Shanley, especially at the three-point line. That's where they're definitely killing Valley City at, is the three-point line. You got to get your hand up and get out there, close out on them. But they just definitely have to push the tempo and just play solid defense the second half.
Yeah, the Deacons are quite hot from the three-point line, with Payne having at least 3 and Huber having 2 or 3 as well. So we'll have to see if that continues for the Deacons. We are underway for second half basketball from Shanley High School. We're going to start the half off with an air ball from the Highliners. Did not see who got that shot off.
It looked like Dieterle
did get that shot, so still ice cold from line. She did go on a little scoring run to end the first half, see if she can bounce back. Manuel up top, looking for Hakim. Down low is Huber. Tipped off of Nesky, they're going to say. So it will stay with the Deacons. Nice pass there from Payne to Huber, and Huber able to connect this time and get the 2-point basket.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cut there by Huber, just down to the hoop for the nice lay-in.
Couple of excellent plays we've had tonight. Just fun to watch, fun to call. I mean, it doesn't get much better when you're watching good basketball. 3-point attempt there is up by Aramont, and it's not good with the rebound coming down to Peterson. Finds a cutting Dieterle. Misses almost everything. Looks like she's just struggling tonight, not in her groove.
Yeah, she's definitely not in her groove tonight. The one thing for Valley City is they're getting offensive rebounds, which is huge in the second half for them to get offensive rebounds.
Yeah, not to be worried too much if you're a Highlanders fan. Might not win this game the way this one's trending, but they're getting shots up, they're getting good looks, and getting those rebounds, just not able to connect. So definitely need to work on that for the next game. Hakim misses it, gets her own rebound, puts it back up for the 2-point basket. Lead out to 22. I believe that's the highest lead for the Deacons. Tipped pass there from Huber. Going to stay with Valley City. Checking back in for the Highliners is Thorson. Throwing the ball in front of the near side here. That was Peterson. Tough shot there by Nesky, and not able to get it to go. Deacons coming down with the rebound. Open Mattern in the corner, right in front of her coach, Coach Steve Jacobson. Long 2-point attempt from Payne. Hard box out there, and we don't have a foul call. Hakim, how often do you see that? Ball almost sitting there. Looks like we were almost going to have it sit there.
Yeah, that is just, that's crazy right there.
Those are some of those moments that you just kind of laugh at. It's like, how does that work?
Exactly, yeah. As a player, you just got to laugh it off because that just does not happen too often.
So it's going to be Valley City ball just about 2 minutes into the second half. In to Dieterle in front of her coach. Tipped pass there by Huber, but Thorson able to take control of the ball. Dieterle driving to the right, gets swatted out of bounds by Hakim. And that's another one of those plays that we talk about. Kind of gets the people going, gets the team energy up to a higher level.
Exactly there. And, I mean, even though Dieterle got swatted on that one, that's definitely what Valley City needs to start doing. Their shots aren't falling, so they need to get to the rim and start making the easy bunny shots.
That's going to be tipped out of bounds, so it will stay with the Highliners. Inbound pass into Nesky, guarded by Hakim closely. 1 second left on the shot clock, able to get it off. But the ref will say it touched nothing, and there will be a turnover with the shot clock violation. 17 points for the Highliners so far. Not as much as you wanted, but we'll see if they're able to kind of bounce back, putting that 3-2 zone on. So far it worked with a turnover. It looks like that's going to go off of Manuel with the ball going back to the Highliners.
Yeah, that's what the Highliners need to start doing, is just piling up those turnovers one after another and then start scoring on the offensive end.
they can put a couple strings, good possessions on defense and offensive side, this could be a really close game with plenty of time left. Down low to Peterson. Gonna put it up, not able to get it to go. And it will be tipped off of Neski, so we'll head back over to the Deacons. Huber bringing the ball up the floor. We do have our first shout out of the game, and it is going to be my mom, Connie Altschinger. Mom, thanks for tuning in again, and my dad, Glenn Altschinger. Thanks for always tuning in and supporting. And folks, make sure to get into contact with us on our Twitter page so we can go ahead and give you a shout out as well. Dieterle, nice Euro step, but not able to get it to go as she is just struggling. There's not much more to say than she's struggling.
Exactly.
Not her night tonight.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. It's just not going to be your night.
It is going to stay with Valley City, though, with just under 15 minutes remaining. Tipped pass there. Manuel able to get control of it. As we are going to have a travel call. Looks like they're going to call that on Manuel. Tough call there.
Yeah,
both players kind of had control.
Yeah, that's a tough call there, but I mean, that's just all up to the ref on what he saw, because we're obviously up here, so we didn't see it as good as him.
Very understandable, as it's really tough to be a ref in this day and age with players being so fast.
Exactly.
Happen right in front of you, and don't have replay at the high school level, so can't go back and look at that one. Hatcher with the ball. They're going to call travel, as I did not see that. I was kind of blocked here.
Yeah, she just took one too many
steps.
Yep.
Good call by the official. As we do have a timeout, 30 seconds in length. And if you're Coach Steve Jacobson for the Deacons, why are you taking that timeout? Just kind of calm yourself, team down?
Not more of calming yourself down, it's more of like a coaching point. I'm sure he saw something on the floor that he didn't like and it wasn't up to his standards, so he's going to call a timeout and he's going to teach his kids what they need to do better and just improve them for future games, because they might not lose this game, but in other games in the future, they're going to want to know what they did wrong there. So just kind of a coaching point.
Good time out there by Coach Jacobson. Really good coaching there. And as we do have a moment, don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media. Get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/Shanley TV, or follow us on Twitter, also at Shanley TV. Valley City now applying their 3-2 zone. Hubert gives the ball over to Mattern, almost stolen. Mattern not able to find the Hakim. It looked like she had her down low. Just couldn't quite connect on the pass.
Yeah, that pass was just a little off the mark there.
Right idea by Mattern, but it will be a turnover and go back to the Highliners. Dieterle driving left on Manuel, kicks to corner for Peterson. Neski driving left, gets met by Payne and Hakim, and stolen by Mattern. Very nice defense for all three Deacon defenders. Huber open, finds an open Hakim down low. Not able to get it to go, but will be sent to the charity stripe, as there was a foul called on the play.
I'm super impressed with Shanley's just willingness to pass the ball to their teammates. So unselfish. Hadley Huber there had a three-point shot at the top of the key, but instead she threw it to her post, Mo, Hakim, and now she's at the line shooting two.
Gotta give some credit to the experience of Huber there, being that fourth or fifth year senior, you can say, as she did sit the bench for a really good team in Sarah Jacobson, Lauren Rotunda. So definitely a lot of experience on that team and knowledge kind of gained from them, and now passing it on to those younger players.
Yeah, exactly. That's huge. When you're a young player, just learning from the older people on the team, that's just a big factor.
That's what makes a really good program when you have a coach leave in Tim Jacobson and get another excellent coach in Steve Jacobson. Having those players that have played since the 8th grade really can rely on them to lead their team. As it will be Valley City ball. Turnover there. Tries to keep it in. Huber able to control it as she just gets there in time.
That's great hustle on the Shanley defense there.
Very excellent passing for the Deacons, as it's not holding on to a player for a couple seconds. And you can't say much. I'm speechless.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's just beautiful basketball.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what team. Anytime that's happening, you're going to be happy.
Exactly.
After the good ball movement for the Deacons, extends their lead out to 26. Had to do a little bit of math there. Kind of tough doing that on the fly.
Oh, yeah.
Deagle not able to connect as McKenna Bars checks back into the game for the Lady Deacons. Dabbert driving baseline, picks up her dribble, not a coach's dream, as it will be a turnover there as Payne was trying to find the cutting Huber. Deacons applying about 75% pressure here, about 3/4 of the floor, and are able to force a turnover with Payne getting the basket and the foul. Will head to the line for the 3-point play.
That's just a good play there by Payne, taking the ball away and just going right to the hoop.
And on the replay there, we can see the steal and the finish by Payne. Excellent job by Bennett Bird on the TriCaster. Payne going up is her shot, and it does connect, giving her the 3-point play. Just shy of 30 points is the lead for the Deacons, as we do have a couple players checking in to the ball game. You know, I'm not sure if Valley City has scored quite a lot in this half. It's definitely minimal, if
it's
anything.
been very slow for Valley City. They just need to take a step back and just go down to the basics and start getting the easy shots.
Kind of surprised on how little they've scored, but Deacons doing an excellent job, as we see there on the defensive end. And again, it's just not Valley City's night. And sometimes you have those, and you got to figure out how to get around those. As Payne, I'm not sure quite what was happening there.
Yeah, I think it's just miscommunication.
She almost makes up for it, but they are going to get her for the foul. Yeah, I'm guessing going back to that play, she thought she had someone, but then Highliner stepped in, so she just couldn't quite hold on to that slippery ball. As Dieterle will be sent to the line for 2 shots. First attempt on the way from Dieterle. High arcing shot is up and perfect.
And Shanley's defense tonight has just been not flawless by any means, but they have been a tough defense to crack. So, I mean, kind of a congratulations on Shanley's part there. They have been playing some tough defense.
Yeah, they've been doing that all season long, and I don't think they're going to let up anytime soon. It has worked for them, getting that 73-71 win over Cheyenne on that buzzer beater, and then getting the win at home in overtime against, I believe that was Red River. Yeah. Same score, 73-71. You know, Valley City has also had a couple good games. They're on a 2-game winning streak, I believe, blowing out their last opponent, South. So a lot of confidence coming into this game, but not quite working out for them. Bars up to Huber, drives right in the middle, open 2-point floater, able to get it to go. Just nice basketball.
Yeah,
love watching the Euro step.
Exactly. Doesn't get much better than a Euro step for the finish.
Into the corner is Egermont. Almost a steal there by Bars, and that's exactly why Coach Jacobson has her in the game. Getting that steal and setting up her team for an easy 2-point layup is Liz Dabbert. Deacons are clicking on all cylinders.
Exactly, they are. That's just good basketball. The steal by Bars and then the lay-in by Dabbert. That's just good basketball.
Just tough for Valley City is they're not making a lot of shots, and Deacons are feeling it tonight. Sometimes the dominoes just don't fall in the way you want. So we'll have to see if Valley City is able to cut back into the deficit.
Yeah, if I'm a Valley City's head coach here, I'm telling my players, hey, just take a step back and let's work on our fundamentals, okay? We gotta work on what we need to get better at here.
Absolutely, and they might not get back into the game, but you said it right on the head that just get a little bit better. It's all about the rest of this game is getting better, getting ready for that next game. So about 11:30 remaining in the second half of the girls game, but remember to stay tuned. About 20 minutes after the conclusion of the girls basketball game, the boys matchup of Valley City versus Shanley will be taking place, and during that halftime we'll be doing the same senior spotlight but for the girls team. And I believe tonight we're going to start with Hope Wilson and Olivia Manuel, so make sure that you got that on your calendar. Stay tuned in for that. And as we do have a break here, we would like to mention that the next senior spotlight, in case you want to put it on your calendar, will be on February 4th for Shanley. February 4th, that is, against the Cheyenne Mustangs.
And that'll be a good game as well.
That'll be another good game for both teams, as the girls won on the last-second shot, and the boys, Shanley kind of lost it a little bit as Cheyenne got hot, but that'll be a fun game to watch, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Yeah, and going back to that Cheyenne, for the Cheyenne boys, they got some very talented players in Blake Berg and Tyler Gerhardt.
Yes, Cheyenne is a very athletic team, but I was impressed with the Shanley boys' defense right away. They went into halftime, tied game. it obviously didn't end the way they wanted it to, Shanley, but no, they definitely competed with Cheyenne, and I'm excited to see what they can do when Cheyenne comes to town here.
Yeah, definitely will be a good game as Huber's not able to get it to go. And we do have a shout out from Mrs. Miller, one of the teachers at Shanley High School. Again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in, but Mrs. Miller, thank you for tuning in again. We love the support. Can't wait to see you tomorrow at school. So it will be Valley City ball as Dieterle brings it up the floor for the Deacons. Dieterle swings it over to Neske. But it will be a turnover for the Highliners and another steal by Huber. Not showing any signs of missing a couple games. Lee coming back right where she left off. Turnovers, points, assists. She's got it all tonight.
Yeah, not at all. I thought she'd be a little hesitant on the floor after that injury, but she is she's leaving it all out there and hasn't missed a beat.
Looking very confident is Huber, as well as quite a bit of the Shanley players as Bars goes up and gets fouled, sending her to the free throw line. So that foul will be on 22 for the Highlanders. It's going to be Deagle, her third team foul. High arcing shot for Bars is up and perfect. Second attempt, just short, but she is able to get her own rebound as she almost runs in to Coach Steve Jacobson, who's kind of on the floor. That could have been a scary collision.
That could have been a scary collision.
Able to get off the floor in time. Looks like we are going to have a turnover. It will be a carried call and a full line substitution for the Deacons in Mattern. Hakim, Manuel, Payne, and Shrema.
I was a little worried there for Coach Jacobson. He just got knee surgery, so I was hoping he wouldn't get ran into.
Yeah, don't want to get ran into after starting his rehab, so hopefully
exactly
that goes well. Don't want any setbacks, so very fortunate to avoid a collision. Tough defense on Thorson, able to find an open Matthias long two, but not able to get it to go as the ball will be saved by Shrema. Tough lineup for Valley City to guard here for the Deacons, having those two posts in Shrema and Hakim. You got to think if you're Shanley, they're going to look right into Hakim and Shrema.
For sure, just two big body presence with the height of them is it's definitely a different look for Shanley. But I mean, when you're up by this much, it's good to try new things, see what might work and stuff like that. So
absolutely, as postseason is not too far around, as we are starting to get into the second half of the season, when teams are starting to play each other for the second time. So Mattern will be sent to the line for two shots after getting the foul on the play. That foul was called on Deagle as Mattern misses her first attempt to the left. So it'll be a fourth team foul on the Highliners. Foul starting to add up early for the Highliners with still about 9 minutes remaining in the game. We'll have to see if that plays a role in the conclusion of this game. Thorson trying to pass it, finds an open Dieterle, gives it off to Neske for a two, gets her presence known with a long two. That's another Highliner that can be relied on in the senior, having a lot of experience. I always ask myself, when is she going to graduate? When is she going to graduate? Because she's always making her presence known. Payne getting the screen from Shrema, drives, nice pass down low to Hakim. Not able to finish, but you said it. Beautiful basketball there.
Exactly, yeah. That's definitely one Hakim's going to want to get back. But no, that was a beautiful pass.
Tipped pass there, they're going to say. A little bit of confusion. Players thought it was going the other way. But it will stay with Valley City as Peterson and Hatcher check back into the ballgame. Dieterle. And it looks like that's going to be Thorson heading to the bench for a breather. Nice pass and move by Egermont, able to get it up and under. Nice post move by Egermont down low. Payne into the corner for Manuel. Manuel looking for someone to pass to, finds an open Payne. Pick and roll, nice pass there again, but gets stolen. Better defense, I guess you could say, by Egermont. Gets that one swatted. Emily Shrema says, nope, you're not going to do that on me twice. And gets a nice outlet pass to Mattern, who gets the shot to go and the foul. pending the free throw attempt.
That's one thing I'm super impressed with the Deacons is even though they're up by this amount, they're still pushing the floor. They're still trying to get to the hoop. They're not being complacent and kind of like laid back. They're still trying to push the tempo.
Yeah, it shows the experience that this team has, that they're still wanting to get better, knowing that there is that ultimate goal of, reaching state at the end of the year. 3-point attempt from Hatcher's on the way, and good. 3-point basket for Hatcher. See if Valley City can get a stop here and maybe go on a little scoring run, getting the deficit a little bit smaller before the end of the game. Tipped ball by Hatcher. We'll keep it with the Deacons. In for Valley City is Dieterle, and subbing into the game for the first time this evening will be Mariah Bird. It's very important that the starters get that experience, but how important is it to get some of those bench players that experience in case injuries pop up later in the season?
That's super important. Just build your team, Like when you get up by this much in a game, you want to be getting those younger kids in the game, getting them experience, so then when it comes time for them to play, they'll know what to do. They'll know how to play, how to react, how to do everything.
And a nice zero move by Dieterle gets her 2 points. So her points are starting to add up after a rocky start. Close defense on Payne. Driving left side, trying to find the Mariah Bird down low. Just not able to hang on to it is Bird. So it will be a turnover and head back over to the Highliners. Checking in at the next dead ball will be Huber. Down low as Neski gets guarded by a couple of players there. Not many options. Deacons in the right place, able to force the turnover. Cutting Stramo will be called for the travel, as it looked like she just took a few too many, and it looked like a good call from up here.
Yeah, that was a good call. Just got a little excited and took a few too many steps.
Most likely wasn't expecting Neski to be right in her face. Probably wanted to swat that right back into the stands. Neski doing an excellent job on the defensive end. Dieterle not able to get that to go, but it's Peterson down low with the rebound.
Good defense by Riley Payne there. Just standing straight up and down, not jumping or swinging. That's just good, solid defense.
2-point basket, not able to go as it rattles out for Huber, but will be sent to the line after the foul. Going back to that play where Payne was able to steal it, it's a lot of those times where they get called for those cheap fouls like we mentioned earlier, and the coach is just not happy at all. So very experienced play, shall we say, by Payne. First shot from Huber is good. Taking out Lydia Madden will be Hope Wilson.
What's really impressed me tonight is the Deacons from the free throw line. They are very solid from there, as Hadley has made that last one there.
Deacons struggling in their past couple games from the free throw line, so it definitely shows that they've been putting some work in, making quite a few this evening. Going back to experience for the Deacons, experience has been helping them a lot. And, Valley City, they have some players that have played for a number of years now, but definitely lacking some of that experience with only 2 seniors on the roster. How important is it to have a lot of experience and use it to the best of their abilities?
It's super important. And for Valley City, they're a super young team. And to be playing at this young of an age, they have 5 ninth graders on their team. That's good for them for future years. They're going to get that experience now, and they're going to know what this feels like to be down by this, and they're going to not like that, and then they're going to work harder to get to the level that they need to be at.
Yeah, that's definitely going to fuel their offseason, as Valley City started 2 freshmen and then sophomore, junior rounded out by Neski at that senior position. So a lot of experience they'll have next year. Definitely going to play a factor. Foul on the play. They are going to call that on Hope Wilson, which will send Egermont to the line for 2 shots. Will be the second personal foul on Wilson. First attempt rattles in and out. So no worry for the Deacons, as they're only at 2 team fouls, but a little bit to worry about if you're a Valley City fan and player, as the next foul will put the Deacons in the 1-and-1 bonus. Second attempt is up and good, so it goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Payne looking for an open player. Finds Huber in the corner takes that three-point attempt, and she is feeling it tonight. Payne, Huber, they're clicking on all
cylinders. It's looking like the Splash Bros out there. They are just
Klay Thompson, Steph Curry out here.
That's what it's looking like tonight.
Got a healthy Klay Thompson and Huber, kind of same thing with the injury.
Exactly,
so.
Coming off an injury. Just it's good to see her playing the basketball that she knows how to play.
And it will be Huber taking the ball up the floor for the Deacons as they do have a 30-point lead with about 5:30 remaining in the ball game. Payne finds a cutting bird, but Egremont says no thank you and swats that one right into the wall. Into the game for the Highliners will be Thorson taking out Egremont. Excuse me, that's going to be taking out Neski. And Dabbert checking in for her counterpart, Manuel. Huber with another shot, not able to get that to go as she was seen as she had the hot hands. Foul on the play. That shot will not count as a foul was called before. So it will be 2 shots for Dabbert at the charity stripe.
That's just good placement by Dabbert there, knowing that if that shot were to miss, where it would be, just kind of getting in position and getting ready to get that offensive rebound.
Dabbert not able to connect on the first one. Second attempt. That one rattles in, gives the Deacons a 31-point lead. Coach Jacobson telling Hope Wilson to back up, taking a little bit of that pressure off the Highliners. Not able to get it to go is Peterson, but the ball will stay with Valley City. Throwing the ball in for the Highliners will be Peterson, finds an open Egremont for the 2-point basket. You know, what I like to watch is that the game isn't too close, people would say, with the scoring margin, but both teams are continuing to get better, knowing that they still have a whole half season left.
Exactly, yeah, that's a huge part. I mean, granted the game's not a close one, but they're striving to get better. They're pushing each other. They're still working hard out there. They're not just throwing the ball around. They're running their plays, playing defense. So that's nice to see.
And if you're Coach Howard for Valley City and Coach Jacobson for the Deacons, you got to be happy that, you know, if they're able to get it back into this game a little bit more, yes, you're going to be really happy, but just the experience that they've gained in tonight's matchup will be very helpful coming down in the end of the season. So that foul will be on Shanley, 3rd foul on Payne. Nothing much to worry if you're a Deacons fan with only 3 team fouls. Payne gets the steal, going up for a left-hand layup, pump fakes, goes up, and connects.
That's just good instinct there by Payne, just reading that pass and being able to pick it off there for the nice layup.
Dieterle with the ball for the Highliners, setting up the offense. Checking in at the next dead ball will be 15, Carly Govan. I believe that will be her first appearance on the night for the Highliners. We'll have a jump ball, and it will head over to the Deacons after Huber and Hatcher tie the ball up. So Hodel and Bars back into the game for the Deacons, and Govan coming in for the first time for the Highliners. You know, and if you're Payne and Huber walking off to the bench for the Deacons, you got to be really happy with how the team performed tonight, don't you?
Oh, for sure. They did their job tonight. They came out, they performed, and they got their team to where they need to be. So it's definitely well-deserved for them to be on the bench and take a little break.
Absolutely. As it will be a turnover, and it will go over to Valley City. Driving will be Govan, Rebound coming down to Peterson, which she will be sent to the free throw line as the ref did call a foul. That foul will be the first personal on Hannah Hodel, 4th on the Deacons this half. Rattles in and out. Second attempt is on the way and good. 30-point margin of lead for the Deacons. You know, talking about the boys game now, I'm guessing you're excited. I'm excited for the boys' game coming up. You got to think that Talon Hoffer is going to make a presence for the Deacons, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Just his athleticism and just knowledge of the game, he's going to make a huge impact.
One of the impact players that we were able to interview during the girls' halftime. So if you're not able to see that due to our technical difficulties or just gone, make sure to go back and watch that in between the games and find out a little bit more and get to know Roman Shrema and Talon Hoffer just a little bit better. Valley City crossing the half-court line. Hatcher right in front of her own bench. Almost throws it right into the backcourt, but was saved by Govan. Hodel has an open bird, decides to take it to the rack by herself, gets fouled, and will be sent through the line for 2 shots.
That was a good decision there for Hodel. She could have passed it up, but sometimes it's like a 50-50, and it's always better to go up and get the 2 points or get the foul.
Checking in at the next dead ball will be a host of Deacons. Looks like that's going to be Brooklyn Kelsch, Abby Leininger, Schanzenbach, DeKaiser, and Vanessa Berg. A lot of experience gained for the Deacons tonight, with all of their bench going to go in after Vanessa Berg checks in at the next dead ball, which will not be right now as Hodel misses the second attempt. Hatcher bringing the ball to the floor for the Highliners. Schwab driving, throws it up and not able to connect with the rebound, falling in the arms of Hannah Hodel. Hodel pushing the pace. Abby Langer takes the open shot, able to bank it in, and you can see her teammates on the bench happy as she doesn't get those varsity minutes a lot, but pays off when she gets in.
That's always exciting as when the underclassmen get in and they make their first shot or just make a shot. It's always exciting to see that.
Especially that first shot. If that's her first shot,
exactly,
definitely exciting.
Yeah.
As we've seen that a couple times now this year with a few players for both the Shanley girls and boys team getting their first varsity points. A few more substitutions with just about 2:30 remaining in the girls' game. Langer with the ball, looking for someone to pass to, tipped there by, it looks like that's going to be Egermont. Nice drive there by Kelsch, not able to get it to go with the rebound coming out to DeKaiser. You know, that's a really good hustle play by DeKaiser as she got the rebound almost outside that 3-point line. Trapped in the corner, but able to get it out to Schanzenbach, who's going to drive to the left-hand side. Kelsch not able to get it to go. See if DeKaiser can, as she will get the foul called. 2-point basket and the foul. That's definitely getting the players off the bench up and excited.
Yeah, big play for DeKaiser there. Get the rebound, put it up, go through contact, and get the end one.
We see a lot of that from her brother, Braden DeKaiser, which we'll see later in tonight's matchup. So a little bit of the DeKaiser bloodline running there. See if she'll be able to connect on the 3-point play.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It'll be fun to watch Braden this evening.
As we have one of the Valley City Highliners, looks like that's going to be Hatcher just tying up her shoe. We will have the free throw now from DeKaiser. Able to get it to go, so a 3-point play for DeKaiser. Driving inside, met by a host of Deacons. Able to get the rebound and put it back up is Peterson. That's going to be Peterson with a T, not Peterson with a D. So this is one of the younger players on the team. First attempt is up, and it looks like it's going to miss everything and just be quite short. So we'll see if she's able to adjust that a little bit and make the second one. Second attempt, up and good. So made that adjustment. That's what you like to see.
Just needed a little more legs on that.
A little more leg, absolutely. Just a little over 1 minute remaining in the matchup. We are going to have, looks like they're going to call a jump ball as both players had their hands on that ball. So it will be going over to the Highliners. Screen, not going to use it though, as Hatcher decides to drive left, gets it out to Peterson. Bobbled there a little bit by Schwab. Nice drive inside, dribbles it right off her own shoe, and Langer not able to get. Very good hustle play by both teams.
Yeah, there's a scrum.
Back and forth.
Yeah, scrum for the ball there.
Yeah.
See who ends up. Oh, looks like it'll be Shanley ball.
Looks like it will be Shanley ball. I'm guessing they call it a jump ball. Not quite sure. Yep, they're going to call it jump ball after we see the signal there. So it will be Shanley ball. Kelsch using Langer's screen. Finds a cutting. Berg in the corner. Schanzenbach over to Kelsch. Kelsch takes that long two. Almost is able to get it to go, but hits the back of the rim. Nice pass there, Langer. Right-hand dribble, gets that right-handed layup to go. So about 4 points there for Langer. That's got to be a confidence booster for herself. So just points of seconds separating the shot clock from game clock. And so now Shanley will be able to dribble the ball out. Looks like they are going to actually go for the two-point shot, and foul will be called on Valley City. And if you're a coach in that situation, do you like players being aggressive and going up for that two-point basket, or do you want them to dribble it out?
Yes and no. It's kind of hard. I mean, it was a fast break there, and I'm pretty sure she hasn't scored varsity points yet, so I'm pretty sure they're just trying to get her first varsity points.
There we go.
So.
First free throw is good for Kelsch, and I would agree with you. Fast break, kind of tough to dribble that out.
Exactly.
So, I mean, nice play by Kelsch.
You can pull it out, but it's about a 50-50 call.
I would agree, as we are going to have another dead ball. There's going to be another jump ball, so we'll go back over to Valley City with just under 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1, and that will do it here from McCormick Gymnasium for the girls game. Joe, any final remarks? You know, you got to like what you're seeing from Shanley. What are you thinking that they're going for? Got to have a lot of confidence, right? You definitely think they're going to have a lot of confidence going forward?
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely going to have confidence going in their next game. This was a good game. Get some practice in, run some new sets and stuff like that. So it was definitely a good game for Shanley. Just kind of like a confidence booster and get them ready to go for their next matchup. And then for Valley City, you know, I mean, it obviously didn't turn out how they wanted it to, but it's definitely a learning experience for them. Just to know, like, they just played a really good team in the EDC, and just to, like, kind of just get a feel for how that is, like, that competition, it'll definitely help them in the future.
Yeah, definitely getting some of that grit at the end of the game as they're able to put up about 10 points. So definitely have to go back to the drawing board, see what they can improve for the next game. And we do have some stats here for you from the girls game, and we'll start with Valley City. It looks like it's going to be Peyton Peterson leading them with 9 points, followed by Dieterle with 7 and Hatcher with 6. On the side of the Deacons, you know, your player to watch there, Hadley Huber, gets 15 points, followed, actually Payne has 18 as well, and Mo Hakim has 11. So most of them have most of their points. So, you know, 3 really key players for the Deacons. Any final remarks? Are you just ready to get the boys game on the road?
I'm excited for the boys game here, but
should be a fun game and just about 20 minutes away, so make sure you stay tuned for that game. Make sure you go get your popcorn, go get your snacks, and be back in about 20 minutes for the start of boys basketball on Shanley TV.
This broadcast is presented by
And folks, welcome back to Shanley TV for EDC basketball. Today, or actually, excuse me, we just had the girls game finish up, but now we have the boys. And before we get into the game itself, we're going to send it over to a message from our Deacon partners.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Butler Machinery, Ed's Marine, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Haley's Hope, Hurley's Religious Goods, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Northern Improvement, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, SANFORD, Shields, Taxman, TCI Insurance, and Wolf Steel Construction.
And folks, welcome back to Shanley TV. Again, I'm Braden Alterner, joined alongside my partner now, Andy Simon, rather Joe Cava during the girls game. Andy, it's great to have you on Shanley TV. First of all, we got two pretty talented teams. Valley City not having the year they wanted so far, being 1-7 or 2-7, I should say. And Shanley's playing okay, 4-5 overall. What are you looking to get out of this game? Who are kind of your players to key in this matchup?
Well, on Valley City's side, I'd say Peyton Zahn. He's a great player. He's a very dominant force on both offense and defense, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him make a couple great plays here tonight. And on the Shanley side, I'd say Braden DeKaiser. I mean, Braden DeKaiser, he's a player who has a lot of talent, but sometimes it's just a little harder for him to get rolling. But if he gets rolling, then he'll be putting points up like no one's business, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Braden DeKaiser getting a bit of a roll tonight.
Absolutely. Usually people pick out Talon Hoffer as a player to watch, but I couldn't agree more. DeKaiser is kind of that player to watch off the bench for the Deacons. You know, he kind of reminds me of Jake McKeever, who used to play a couple years ago. We'll have to see if you see that resemblance, or maybe you guys at home as well. So we have a very good basketball matchup coming up for you guys in just a few minutes as they are doing starting lineups. Anything you want to say before, or are you just getting ready to play?
I'm getting ready. I'm excited for this game.
Yeah, it's going to be fun as we do have some starting lineups for you. Deacons will go with Smith, Hoffer, Lyer, Bath, and Shrema. On the other hand, Valley City will line up against the Deacons with Mitchell Taylor, Drew Zahn, his brother Peyton Zahn, Jared Egermont, and Alex Thornton. And so they just finished up their starting lineups here in McCormick Gymnasium. So we're just a few moments away from tip-off. Coach is now putting in their final words they want their players to hear. And then we will be underway for the boys matchup of Valley City and Shanley. Looks like coaches are going to take every second they can as looks like we're just waiting up here. You know, we're ready to get things going, but coaches aren't quite ready, trying to get every last word they can in to their players. Hopefully that can lead them to the victory. Boys are saying their good luck now, and it looks like it is going to be Shrema. And can't see who that is down there tipping against him. I'm guessing it's either going to be Egermont or Zahn. And it is going to be Egermont with Deacons winning the opening tip. Lyer over to Smith. Smith setting up the offense now, swings it over to Lyer. Right back up to the playmaker Hoffer. Not able to control the pass is Bath. You know, how important is it for the Deacons to get those passes inside early and often, because that just opens up a whole another game plan.
It's huge because we've seen kind of earlier this season, Shanley, they've had some struggles on offense where they'll kind of get in these little ruts and they won't be able to score. So, I mean, making crisp, nice little passes like that, especially down low with a tall player like Patrick Bath, those are crucial to get points going and get the roll on.
Absolutely, because we've called a couple of the boys' games, and if they get it to Bath or Shrema inside, it's hard to stop them with their height and athleticism.
Yeah, those two are two very dangerous players. As
you see right there, I think we should take some of the credit there.
I definitely think so, too. A nice reverse little jinx there.
Yeah, usually we're known for jinxing them, but sometimes the reverse jinx works. Zahn with the ball now, swings it over to Taylor. Taylor driving baseline on Bath. A little bit of a mismatch there. Out to the three Going to drive right in is Drew Zahn for the 2-point layup. Smith bringing the ball up the floor for the Deacons. Lyer over to Smith. Open three. Going to take it. And will connect as he's been hot lately. Started the season hot with that 18-point outing, or maybe 21 in their first game. Kind of struggled a little bit, but now is back on the trail of success.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of games where Quincy Smith, he's just been icy outside the arc. He's been able to hit threes like no tomorrow, and maybe we'll see another little run by him tonight of a high-scoring game.
Yeah, maybe that will continue after Payne and Huber hit a number of threes in the girls' game. We'll see if maybe that transitions over to Smith and Hoffer, whoever else wants to be Smith's counterpart, as Valley City turns it over, but Lyer gets it right back for the Deacons. Smith, Bath down low, is going to take that 2-point basket. Doesn't get it to go with the rebound coming down to Taylor. Bath guarding the ball now. Zahn in front of the Deacons bench. Outside kick to Drew Zahn. Not able to get it to go with the rebound coming down to Taylor. Thornton driving left on Quincy Smith. Kicks it right back out to Zahn. Pump fake. A lot of passing here for Valley City. Gets the shot attempt off. No good with the rebound coming down to Bath. You know, how important is it to keep the ball moving, not be stagnant with the ball and keep it moving? How important is that?
It's very important. You see a lot of great offenses who are able to pass the ball around, and it just kind of keeps your offense on your toes and keeps you moving and keeps you a little energetic to maybe score.
Shrema kicks it out to Lyer, over to Smith, finds an open Hoffer in front of the Highliners bench. Does not get it to go. Rebound down to Lyer. Misses everything. A little bit of jitters, you think, there?
Maybe. I mean, he's seen some varsity minutes, but he hasn't seen quite as many as other players. And, I mean, yeah, maybe it was jitters, but Jackson Lyer, he's normally a great player out on the court.
Lyer down low. Looks like they are going to have a foul on the play, which will send Jared Egermont to the line for 2 shots. That foul is going to be called on Talon Hoffer. First personal. Coach Paper not sure if he's just getting new guys in to keep the guys fresh or getting a whole line change because he didn't see something he liked. And that is correct. Coach Paper, the new coach of the boys basketball team for Shanley High School. So everyone off the floor for the Deacons except the point guard Quincy Smith, who had that 3-point basket early. Able to get it to go from the line as Egermont converts on both of them. Cuts the deficit to 1 for Valley City. DeKaiser driving left. Kicks it out to Smith. Going to take it himself. Not able to get it to go with the rebound coming down to Valley City. Amir's guarding Zahn in the ball. Kicks it over to his brother. Up top to Thornton. Driving left on DeKaiser. 2-point basket gets swatted out of bounds off of DeKaiser. That's kind of the Jake McKeever I see in him, you know. Gets up and gets that ball out of bounds. Valley City in front of Shanley bench. Going to get called for the travel. So the ball will be a turnover, and it will go to the Deacons. You know, I really enjoy watching, you know, Eastern Dakota Conference basketball. It's because all teams have very athletic guys that can make some insane plays. And that's just fun to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what your record, there's always an ability for both teams to really come out and compete and, I mean, have a great basketball game.
Kenny finds Mears. Mears setting up the offense. Looks like he's going to call for a screen from Pollard. Finds an open to Kaiser. Drives baseline. Not get the foul call, but does get the 2-point basket to go. So it will be 7-4 in favor of Shanley. Up top, down low, but is a turnover. Mears coming away with the basketball for Shanley. Smith setting up the offense, calling the play. Gets a screen from Pollard on the left side. Going to take it himself, but not able to get it to go. Taylor passes it over to Thornton. Over to Zahn. Little Euro step there with a fake. Just able to save it. It looks like they are going to call a foul on Quincy Smith. Not sure he agreed with that, but it will be a foul on Smith. So it will be Valley City ball underneath their own hoop. Tough defense by Pollard, but Zahn is able to get it to go. Excuse me, that's going to be Egermont with the 2-point basket.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Egermont there to almost kind of catch Shanley while they were sleeping, and he was able to get the ball quick, but he was tightly guarded by Pollard there, but he was able to kind of sneak under him for that nice little layup.
After the miss by Smith, Valley City will have the ball just under 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Almost makes it a Zahn. A little miscommunication between the Deacons on who is going to come down with that rebound, so it will go off of Kenny and Smith and stay with Valley City. Valley City throwing the ball in. Pollard guarding Zahn now. Trying to back him down. Gets the shot to go. What a shot there. Not often you see those fading away shots go off the glass and in.
Yeah, and there we go with Egerton again, kind of sneaking around Pollard to get that ball. And yeah, that was a great move there for that easy 2 points.
Mears now with the ball. Using that screen from Pollard. Gets stopped by a host of Valley City. It looks like we are going to have an offensive foul called on to Kaiser. Not sure who stood in and took that. Looks like that is going to be Derek Deagle. You know, that could not have felt good as he hit the floor hard, but a very, very wise play by him. As again, another line substitution will come in for the Deacons at the next dead ball. Nice pass inside to Zahn. Able to get it to go. Excuse me, that's Egermont. I keep mixing those guys up. Excuse me, it will be Egermont with the 2-point basket. So Valley City now with a 3-point lead. And a turnover by Smith as a little miscommunication again. And it'll be Valley City ball trying to extend this lead even further. Pollard down low. Going to get the foul called on him. And a few possessions in a row that Egermont is targeting Pollard down low. So we'll have to see what they decide to do there. First attempt, up and perfect. So it looks like Kenny will be the one that stays in for the Deacons. And it will be Adam Bitts checking in for Valley City, his first appearance of tonight's game. Second up and no good. You know, it's not common we see a rebound get past both Bath and Shrema. Lyer on the ball now. Taylor guarded by Bath. 3-point shot by Deagle. No good, and yet another offensive rebound for Valley City, but the ball goes off of Egermont as he's trying to dribble.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see Egermont really challenge the Deacons defensively down low. I mean, he's been tightly guarded by Pollard, but like I was saying earlier, he's been able to kind of make his way around him and get some layups. And usually Shanley's pretty sound on defense, but yeah, he's giving them a little bit of a challenge, and it'll be interesting to see how Shanley reacts to that.
For sure, and it's a little bit surprising. He's not one of the biggest guys. He's tall, he's not the biggest, and he's going right at the Deacons defenders, so it shows how much confidence he really has playing the basketball.
Yeah, it just goes to show how big confidence can be in a game, especially like this, where these two teams, so far, they've been pretty evenly matched. And I mean, if you're just confident in yourself and you go out there and make plays with a little bit of swagger, you can get it done easily.
Yeah, you get a lot of confidence going, and it could be a blowout in a nutshell. But tonight, it's not a blowout by any means. I mean, the game did just start, but sometimes teams just blow it out right away. Valley City right now has 11, Shanley with 7, with about 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Lyer will bring the ball up the floor for the Deacons and set up the offense. Kicks it over to Hoffer. Looks like Valley City is now going to play a 3-2 zone, so we'll see how Shanley reacts to that. Hoffer up top. Kenny with the shot, no good. As rebound comes down to Valley City. Bath closely guarding Taylor. Taylor driving into the lane. Rebound comes down to Valley City. Yet another offensive rebound. If Shanley's going to want to get back in this game, they're going to have to start rebounding the basketball. Nice move by Zahn. Hoffer staying in front. Taylor with the long three-point attempt. No good. And Hoffer comes down with the board.
It's tough to see Valley City. They haven't been too successful with that three-pointer so far, and they've had a lot of good attempts, but that would be really nice for them to extend this lead if they're able to hit those more in the future.
Schramer down low, kicks it off to Kenny. Kenny looking for a pass. Finds Hoffer to Lyer. Back to Hoffer. Deacons doing some excellent passing of the ball, but even better defense by Valley City as Schramer silences the crowd with a long two-point attempt. Not really his bread and butter, but every once in a while he'll hit that shot. You know, could that be a clue that his confidence might be at a high today?
I mean, let's hope it. It's always good to see a tall player, especially like Roman Schramer, be able to hit shots from deeper than just inside the paint.
Ball out for Valley City into Taylor's hands, guarded closely again by Bath. Hoffer guarding Zahn, but Zahn is able to get up and make that three-point basket over the tall Hoffer. Looks like Lyer decided to not put the ball on the floor, which caused him to travel and will be a turnover with the ball going to Valley City. You know, we talk about it all the time, but again, you know, teams are having those issues, you know, turnovers that are unforced. How important or how big of a factor is it to keep those to a minimum?
It's a huge factor because, I mean, especially with Valley City, who's rolling right now, just giving them turnovers and giving them opportunities to go up by even more, I mean, that's huge, and that's something you definitely got to cut down on if you're Shanley right now.
Hoffer almost lost the ball, but gets it to Lyer for an open three-point attempt, and he hits it, cutting the deficit to 2 for the Deacons. You know, that's a senior right there. After turning the ball over, comes back down and hits a big shot, keeping the Deacons in the game.
Yeah, it's extremely important to have players like that who are confident and are able to bounce back from little mistakes like that and make a big play like that.
Bath, nice Euro step, gets the two-point basket to go, and that's just fun basketball to watch there. When you get a little Euro step, you know, it's not exactly how James Harden does it in the NBA, but it's pretty cute.
Yeah, it was a nice squeaky little play down in the paint.
Deacons bench trying to help their team get another stop. Lyer guarding the ball closely. Bit's able to find Taylor, who takes a two-point attempt. Rebound kind of battled around, and it's going to come down to Schramer, who just gets it out to Kenny. A couple of players will check in for Valley City at the next dead ball. Schramer with another. He's feeling it tonight. It's not common we see a couple shots quick from him, but
yeah, he's looking good from mid-range so far. I mean, I think those were both swishes, and he's just feeling the confidence. He's feeling the swagger.
Nice passing here by Kenny to find Schramer for that two-point basket. You know, again, another senior. A couple of seniors now stepping up big for the Deacons. You know, a couple of them not getting big varsity minutes last year, but stepping into the role and executing it perfectly, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see seniors for Shanley stepping up, especially after they were kind of in a little bit of a rut and they were letting Valley City kind of walk all over them. But, I mean, just energy and confidence, that's really all you need to win a game.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Quist in Valley City, you got to be very excited how the game started. Not so excited how the past couple minutes went. We'll see how they respond coming out of the timeout. So it will be Valley City ball underneath Shanley's hoop. So it will be Valley City passing it around. Finds Egermont down low, guarded by Schramer. About 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Gets that swatted by Bath, and then gets swatted again by Schramer, showing their presence down low. Lyer, another three-point attempt. Up and good for the Deacons. You know, you can kind of sense a little momentum building. Deacons fans getting behind their team.
I mean, yeah, Shanley's, they're hitting shots. They're making plays on defense. Everything's kind of starting to roll in their favor now.
Egermont drives baseline, gets a pass. Schramer just took a few too many steps. Will be called for the travel and will go back to the Deacons. To Kaiser now into the game for Kenny. You know, I always watch Talon Hoffer because he's kind of my accessory guy I watch. Do you really like that black arm sleeve look on the white jerseys?
I mean, I'm more of a all-white kind of guy. I kind of like
guy.
that icy look. But, I mean, Talon Offery's looking pretty good with that arm sleeve tonight.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. So myself with Valley City would have had an open three-point attempt, but Thornton's not able to hold on to the ball, so we'll go back to the Deacons. Hoffer bringing the ball across half court for Shanley. Nice play there by Zahn, able to get the turnover, but dribbles it right off of his shoe. Bath with the long two-point, and maybe it's just that side. We'll have to see if Valley City has a little bit of luck on that side in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I probably couldn't have told you going into this that we'd see Shanley's 2 tallest players be able to hit from almost three-point range. So, I mean,
and if you're
with
Shanley,
energy
that's
and
just got to boost your confidence more, seeing your biggest players hitting those outside shots. Looks like they are going to get a foul on Zahn there. So it will be Shanley ball. Checking into the game is Smith for Liar. So after being down by 6, go on a 13-point scoring run, and the Deacons are able to push that lead to even more if they're able to convert on this possession. The Kaiser gets trapped there by a few Highliners. Smith pump fakes three-point attempt. Nice pass. Boy, that was pretty, wasn't it? You can see that happening very nicely from our vantage point. From Smith to the Kaiser for the 2-point basket.
Yeah, Smith was almost looking like an NFL quarterback with that tight spirally through right to the Kaiser down low.
Just an absolute bullet with the Deacons getting another rebound. Trying to extend this lead. Couple more. Hoffer with the 3-point attempt. No good, as it looks like, they are going to call out of bounds, as it did hit the wires above the hoop. So Taylor checking back into the game for the Highlanders sends Adam Bitts to the bench. Shanley coaches wanting their team to play some tighter defense, guard them in the backcourt. They are just going to go back to their man-on-man. Smith guarding the ball. Drew Zahn kicks down the corner. It's going to miss everything. Not sure if it was tipped or just an air ball. Bath was not ready for that pass, and that's an example of you always got to be ready for the ball because you never know when it's going to be coming. Nice move by Drew Zahn there. Gets the foul called and will be sent to the line for 2 shots. You know, on the replay here, we see a nice move by Drew Zahn. Little Euro step, gets past the defender and gets the foul called. You know, it's not always about making it. It's just about getting the foul called, getting something positive for your team. First attempt is no good. Mears back into the game for Bath. And that last foul will be on Quincy Smith. Second personal, 5th team foul already. I guess already it's almost 5 minutes left in the first half, so pretty impressive that Valley City only has 1 team foul. Hoffer, nice rebound, goes up and grabs it right off the rim. Mears not able to get it to go. And Valley City will have the ball with just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Smith tips that away. Nice defensive play. But Egermont able to get it back and not able to connect. Hoffer calling the play. Valley City back into their man-on-man. DeKaiser with another 2. I think it's just that side. I mean, that's 4 in a row now. I mean, they could just be feeling it, but it's kind of coincidence that they're all over there.
Yeah, Shanley, they're pretty lethal right now right in front of Valley City's bench from mid-range, and they're looking unstoppable.
Good defense by Shrema, but able to get it to go is Egermont. Very nice play by Egermont, getting it to go over the taller Shrema. Smith over to Hoffer in front of the bench. Finds Shrema. Tipped pass there. It will be Valley City ball with about 4 minutes remaining in the first half. In the corner is Zahn. Gets down to Taylor. Nice pass to Egermont, but just gets stolen by the Deacons. And it looks like they were going to have an easy layup, but Coach Paper and the Deacons called the timeout, so that basket will not count. And that's just a little bit of unluckiness, I would say, getting that open layup, but timeout before.
Yeah, I think Coach Paper just called that to kind of maybe slow things down. Shanley, they were kind of starting to look a little rushed, and I think he was just might have called it, might have a play lined up, but he just kind of looked like things were getting a little too fast for his liking. He just wanted to slow things down and calm his team down.
As both teams are breaking their timeout huddles, Deacons are up by 9 after being down by as much as 7 with about 3:30 remaining in the first half. And folks, remember to stay tuned. At the end of the first half, we will have the senior spotlight for the girls Shanley basketball team. We'll be interviewing Hope Wilson and Olivia Manuel. We're going to be able to get to know them a little bit better and their Shanley basketball experiences. You know, it's always fun talking to those seniors about what their career was like at Shanley, but it's also a little bittersweet because it's their last time wearing Shanley, I guess last year, wearing Shanley uniform. So a little bit tough, but nice move there by Shrema down low. We'll see if Peyton Zahn is able to get something going for the Highliners. Swings it right over to Taylor. Taylor over to Thornton. Get it to Egermont. Egermont's going to drive right to the hoop. Gets that swatted right against the backboard by the Minot State commit in Roman Shrema. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, but it doesn't matter as the Deacons get a turnover. Nice pass from Smith to Hoffern, and that's just nice basketball. Being selfless, I should say, getting that pass from Smith to Hoffer.
And that was a nice play there by Quincy Smith as the ball was kind of rolling, but he was able to just quickly get that ball back in kind of his possession, I guess you could say. And then, yeah, he had a nice little pass to Talon Hoffer for the wide open layup.
Taylor going to take the three-point attempt, not able to get it to go, as we are going to have a foul on Egermont going over the back of Hoffer. You know, Valley City started out really hot, but Deacons doing an excellent job battling back and now pushing their lead to 13.
Yeah, it's kind of like I've always harped on. It's all about energy, and like you were kind of saying, Valley City, they had all the energy in the world at the beginning of the game. They were rolling, they were hitting shots, but then things kind of started to turn around, and now Shanley, they've got all the momentum in the world, and they're really rolling on both sides of the ball.
Mears, nice spin move, puts up 2-point floater, not able to get it to go, with the rebound coming down to Taylor and the Highliners. Stolen, nice move there by Mears. Goes up for the basket, almost comes out, but able to get it to go. Nice move there by Mears, able to get in that passing lane. Heads up play. Bitts now dribbling that's going to be Drew Zahn, who is controlling the offense for the Highliners. So with just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half, it'll be Valley City ball. Peyton Zahn. Tipped pass there, but Valley City able to control the ball. Nice move by Taylor. Owen Mears able to stop him with the rebound coming down to Bath. You know, Valley City's getting some good looks, just not able to convert like we saw in the girls' game as well. Foul on the play will send DeKaiser to the line for 2 free throw attempts. And on the replay here, we see that foul will be on Peyton Zahn, as looks like he just got the top of Brandon DeKaiser's head. So first of 2, up and perfect. Back into the game for Shanley will be Kenny and Lyer. DeKaiser, second attempt, up and perfect. Shanley now playing a little bit of tighter defense here with about 1:30 left in the first half. Taylor swings it over. Down low into Egermont, guarded by Bath. Into the corner for Zahn. Drives middle. Very nice play there by Zahn. Able to get that 2-point basket to roll around and fall in. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit of luck. But that was just a heck of a play, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely. That was a great little play there by Valley City.
Ooh, nice pass there to Bath. Bath not able to get it to go as Lyer gets the rebound. Kenny trying to get around his defender in Drew Zahn, but they're going to get Drew Zahn for the foul called there. It's going to be his first personal. And nothing to worry about. Really clean game so far, as no teams are probably going to be in the bonus going into half. Nice pass from DeKaiser to Bath. Very selfless play there. Both teams are being very selfless, passing the ball excellently. Lyer now guarding Peyton Zahn tightly. Looks like they're going to call an offensive foul. So we had an offensive foul on the other end. Now the Deacons go back and have one of their own. So we ball over to the Deacons. You know, offensive foul, just a very simple play taking a charge, but it can be very huge in getting momentum back. Can it be? Just some of those plays.
Yeah, that was a smart play there by Braden DeKaiser to kind of suck it up and take that charge. But, I mean, like you said, it can be huge momentum just giving your team the ball back. And especially with Shanley rolling right now, I mean, obviously they'll want the ball as much as they can get it.
Absolutely, as Smith is going to hold the ball with about 15 seconds left. Can take the final shot of the half. Little weave up top. DeKaiser driving left side. Nice pass to Bath. Comes right back to him. Makes a little move and gets the 2-point. Zahn up top. 3-point attempt is no good with the rebound. Coming down, fight for the rebound here. And it looks like it will be a foul on the play. So it will be Deacons' ball after a push by Jared Egermont. Shrema coming up a little slow. You'll have to see if he's all right.
Quick little shout out to my older brother, Peter Simon. Thank you very much for tuning into the broadcast, and I appreciate the compliment.
You know, guys, it's always fun having you getting in contact with us. So make sure to get into contact with us on Twitter. We will happily give you a shout out. You know, it's always fun watching your younger brother. So I'm guessing he's having a blast.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
As Drew Zahn will now bring the ball up the floor for the Highliners. Over to Taylor. Guarded close, out of reach distance. It's Valley City has an answer. Smith guarding Bitts closely. Taylor finds McGow down low. Almost stolen by DeKaiser. The Valley City able to hang on to the ball. Drew Zahn down low. Little 2-point fade. I kind of call that the Kobe right there. That's a nice 2-point fadeaway. Smith setting up the offense for the Deacons. DeKaiser down on the left side, uses the glass, not able to get it to go. Rebound looks like it's going to come out to the Deacons as it went off of the knee of Valley City. Looks like Bath was about to dunk that and throw that one down. That would have got the crowd all excited, but we are going to have a foul on the play will be on 10, Adam Bitts. Valley City fans and faithful trying to encourage their team to get a stop. Bath not able to get to go, gets his rebound, puts it up, and gets the basket to go.
Excellent job there by Bath to follow his shot. And, I mean, you really don't want to give the Highliners the ball back after they've been this hot, so that was a big play to kind of stop the momentum a little bit.
McGow down low, kicks it out to Deagle, fakes pass to the corner, kicks it to Taylor for a long three, able to get it to go. And boy, I think he's going to feel it this half. He might go off for who knows how many more, but he is playing well right now.
Yeah, Valley City as a whole, I mean, everyone just seems to be feeling it right now. They've been hitting shots left and right.
Ooh, Valley City players not agreeing with the call, but the ref did get a foul in the reach-in. They're going to call that on Drew Zahn. Second personal, fourth of the team. Fouls adding up a little bit more this half, not as clean as a game. We'll see if that plays a role in the outcome. Hoffer checked in at the last dead ball for Kenny. Going to work on Drew Zahn, leaves it short, gets a rebound. Says, I can do that too to Patrick Bath as he gets the rebound and puts it in for 2. Smith stops Bitts on the far side there. Deagle over to Drew Zahn. Looks like he would have been able to go up with it, but decides to pass to Bitts. Nice save there by Deagle underneath. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Zahn gets the shot off, not able to get it to go. And it looks like the rebound won't matter because they are going to get a foul on the play. They're going to call that on 15. Braden DeKaiser, third personal. Going to have to start watching that as that was Andy's player to watch. So there will be a timeout by Coach Quist and Valley City. You know, another thing to mention is the coaching staff for Valley City is relatively young. Do you think that plays a factor on their trying to do a little bit of things different, or maybe a lack of experience? Or what's your takeaway from that young coaching staff?
Well, I think this young coaching staff so far, I think they've done a pretty good job. I don't think anything is necessarily their fault for what's happening so far in this game. I mean, I know I've touched on this a million times in the past, but overall, I think this game, it all just comes down to energy. Like, we've seen Valley City in these last couple minutes. They've been able to come out and compete and show the Deacons that, I mean, they're a basketball team, too, that's able to come out, put points up on the board, and, I mean, play with the big boys. But, I mean, things are just really shifting around here in terms of energy. We kind of see Shanley go on a little bit of a run, and then we see Valley City. And I think that's just the main factor in this game so far.
Yeah, definitely a game of runs, so we'll see who gets that last kind of sort of run at the end of the game, is able to come away with the victory. So as both teams are about to come out of their timeout huddles, just about 9 minutes remaining in tonight's matchup. So it will be Valley City ball underneath their own hoop. Throwing in the ball will be 34, Peyton Zahn. Taylor with the ball, bringing it up the floor. Peyton Zahn in front of his own coach. Drives right, kicks it out to his brother, Drew Zahn. Not able to get it to go. Gets that swatted right back in his face as Egermont. And then able to get the ball is Lyer for the Deacons. Tyler Kraft looked like he wanted to pull it, but gives it to Shrema. Nice pickpocket there by 3, Mitchell Taylor. Wide open layup attempt. Gets met at the rim by Shrema and able to get it to go, plus the foul. So that foul will be on Shrema, his second. So 14-point margin here between the Deacons and Valley City. We do have a 30-second time out on the floor. And folks, if you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcasts, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and to add new features for you, the viewer, to enjoy. If you are interested in donating, please contact Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV. Both teams breaking their time out huddle. Valley City will be at the line to complete the three-point play. It'll be Drew Zahn. Not able to go with the rebound coming down to Shrema. Hoffer with the ball. Swings over to Lyer. Open three-point attempt by Kenny. Not able to get it to go, but rebound down to Shrema. You know, one thing I've noticed later portions of this game is that they're kind of double teaming and triple teaming Shrema. Do you think that's by design or kind of just luck that a couple Valley City Highliners in the area?
I think that'd be by design because, as we were touching on earlier, Roman Shrema, he's just been a dominant force, especially on offense for the Deacons. And, I mean, he was really one of the players who was driving all the momentum for the Deacons. And, yeah, he definitely had to be stopped somehow, and I think that was drawn up by the coaches for Valley City.
Bath drives baseline, goes up for the shot, gets fouled, and will be sent to the line. Next dead ball, Smith will be checking in for the Deacons. First attempt from Bath, up and good. Smith checks in for Kenny. Bath, complete two, no, not able to get it, but Shrema again comes down with the board. Smith, open three, the corner, able to get it to go right in front of his bench, and his bench is loving that. You know, it's always fun to make it right in front of your bench, get the guys right in your ear saying good shot, or kind of pumps you up a little bit more. So they're going to say no shot, but a foul on the floor. So we'll send Valley City and Peyton Zahn to the line. So that foul will be on 3, Lyer. Second personal, 9th team foul. So from here on out, Valley City will be in the double bonus after this free throw attempt. So check that. Looks like we are going to have 2 shots as Valley City is now in the double bonus. First one up, rattles around and falls down for Zahn. Able to get it going. It doesn't matter how it goes in. Just got to go in, doesn't it?
As long as it goes in, especially being down by 16 with just 4.5 minutes left, you can take every point you can get.
A little trickery there does not work for Smith as he throws it right into the hands of Egermont. Step back 3 for Zahn. Not good. Smith getting the tough rebound. Throws it right back to Peyton Zahn as Talon Hoffer was going for the fast break. So foul on the Deacons will send Peyton Zahn back to the line after making his 2 prior free throw attempts. Coach Quist telling his team to match up defensively. First attempt rattles around and falls yet again. The Kaiser into the game for Quincy Smith. Second attempt. Not good as it's just short. Rebound comes down to Patrick Bath. Hoffer over to DeKaiser on the near side. Valley City in a 3-2 zone. Hoffer looking for someone to pass to. Sets up the offense, almost gets pickpocketed. It's able to retain possession. DeKaiser looking for someone, finds Lyer in the corner. Smith just hit there, not able to get it to go. Rebound coming down to Valley City. Nice steal there by Lyer, who almost turns it right back over to Valley City. Block shot there by 14, Egermont. Kind of feels like Valley City is going to make this interesting at the end.
Yeah, you could definitely feel the energy shifting back in Valley City's momentum, as we were saying earlier. I mean, the energy's just been shifting all over the place tonight, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Valley City went on a little bit of a run with this energy.
Drives right side, kicks it back out to Egermont, who's not able to get it to go, and a long rebound out to Hoffer. Kaiser down low to Bath. Bath puts the ball on the floor, almost stolen, somehow able to keep control of it. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Look like Shanley's in no rush, going to use maybe every second of that shot clock to get a good look. Bath, two-point basket, and the foul from just about the free throw line. And what a play by Bath here. Defender right in his face, able to get up over the defender and knock it down. You know, he's a freshman, but shows a lot of experience on some of his plays. Definitely going to help the Deacons later in the postseason.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how he kind of evolves in these next couple years. And I mean, when he's a senior, he'll be quite the player, I'm guessing, by the way he's playing right now, just as a freshman.
Taylor over to Zahn. Zahn almost throws it out of bounds, but saved by the other Zahn. Tipped there by Hoffer, gets it over to Lyer, who's got to Kaiser on the far side. So just about 2 minutes remaining with the Deacons having the ball. Hoffer bringing the ball out, finds Bath. They're going to get a reach-in foul on Valley City. So that's the 9th team foul, so still in the bonus, just a 1-and-1 for Bath. Knocks it down. Checking into the game for Mears over to DeKaiser. Back to Mears. To DeKaiser. Inside to Bath. Shanley passing it around, looking for a shot attempt. Not able to get it to go as Bath, as it bounces off the head of Bitts. Just about 5 seconds left, and it's stolen by DeKaiser, and he'll be able to dribble the rest of the time off the clock. And so, Andy, at the conclusion of this game, it looks like it's Shanley walking away with the win, 66-47. What are your takeaways for both teams going into their next games?
I know I've harped on this countless times before, but, I mean, for both teams, all they have to do is keep up the energy. I said this a million times earlier in this game, but, like, whoever maintains the energy, they're the ones who are in the lead. As we saw earlier in the first half, I mean, Valley City, they had all the energy in the world, and they were competing with this Shanley team. They were putting up points, and they had a nice 6-point lead, I believe. But then the energy shifted in Shanley's favor, and then they just ran away with it. Started the second half. Valley City got a little bit of that rhythm back, but then, yeah, Shanley took it right back, and they were able to practically walk away with this win.
Yeah, very nice response from Shanley after going down early to Valley City. Andy, what a fun game. It was a pleasure. Any final things, or are we ready to send it away?
I think we're ready to send it away.
Well, folks, for Andy Simon, our entire crew, I'm Brandon Altringer. The final score from Fargo, Shanley Deacons 66, Valley City 47. To watch the archive version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to ShanleyTV.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.